Hey guys, Bushcraft 412, and today I'm going to do a video. I'm going to drill and tap my free float tube on my AR15 for a sling stud. Before we get going, I just want to say one thing. You know, working on guns is very dangerous. You really should seek professional guidance before you do this. I'm not just doing this off the seat of my pants. I had a big long conversation with a gunsmith about doing this, plus I also observed the same gunsmith doing this exact same job. So I'm kind of well versed and did a lot of research getting into this. Don't mess with your guns, especially if you're not 100% what you're doing. If you screw up your gun, you can hurt yourself, you can kill yourself, you can kill the guy, the innocent guy next to you at the range. Don't mess around with your guns unless you're 100% certain. Get professional help. With that said, let's move on. If you are doing this for whatever reason, gotta remember, you're taking your life in your hands when you mess with your guns, so don't do it lightly. Here's the tools we're going to use today. We have a tap wrench, some Loctite. We have a little spring-loaded punch for marking divots, like a nail set kind of thing. We have one Uncle Mike's swivel stud that we're going to be installing. And we have a drill and tap set. And just so you know, when you're doing the Uncle Mike stuff, you need a 10-30 seconds tap and a number 21 drill bit. This is a kit I got from Home Depot. You can get that to zoom. This is a kit I got. It had the two of them together, but it is a number 21 and a 10-30 seconds. So alright, we're going to get going on this thing. And there's going to be some editing with this, guys, so if it's a little jumpy, I apologize now. Also, if you're going to be doing this, you can see I have this just set up on my site by my range bags. You really should put this in a vise. They do make vise blocks for AR-15s. Doing this outside of a vise is kind of dangerous. I'm not giving the best example here of how to do this stuff, but you really should go all out and put this in a vise and do it properly. Now, I've already kind of marked the free float tube where I want this to be. As you can see, there's a little white spot there. But we're going to do this again just so you can see. Now, what I did was I basically marked this out and kind of used a level to make sure the gun was sitting upright straight. And I found the area where I want it to be. I don't want it to be too far back in case I ever want to put like a nut over the sling stud in there. So I wanted to be able to reach in. And but I wanted it to be far enough back where it's not going to affect anything. So here we go. Now this right here, I have mine is kind of mechanical. It's spring loaded. You push it down and then it kind of pops and makes the divot hole for the screw. So I'm going to show you real quick. If not, you can just get a normal one of these. They're like $3 or $4 and you just put it there and hit it with a hammer. But this one here, all you do, didn't knock that out, is you literally just put it where you want to put it. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. And then I'm going to hold the gun steady and push down. And it marks a divot. Get that to focus. Of course we can't. Alright. So there's that. Now we're going to move on to the next step. Alright, guys. Here we go. This is going to be step number 2, drilling the hole. This is probably the hardest part, and it's probably the part that you can screw up the most, because if you go too far, you're going to hit the barrel and can screw up your barrel. You really got to make sure you do this straight, and that's why I say you should use a drill press if you got it, or some kind of a bench. You screw this up, you got a hole in your gun you can't get rid of, but I'm willing to take that risk, so here we go. Take a look at our progress. I'm trying not to go too quick. I don't want to bottom out through this. course, it's going to be a much faster process if you have like a drill stop, so you know you're not. It's going to take a bit, guys. Sorry. I'm really trying not to screw this up, especially on camera. Alright, we're through. Hopefully I didn't hit the barrel too bad. I'm going to check this out and we'll be right back. Okay guys, looks like we didn't screw up too bad. We had a nice clean hole through this, and the next step is going to be to drill and tap it. And for that, we're going to need, let's back that out so we can see what we're doing. Got that. We're basically going to put this into here, put a little WD-40 on it, and we'll be right back. Alright, our next step, we're going to put a little WD-40 in the hole. We're also going to put some on the drill tap to help it cut. That's why I laid some towels down here so we didn't make a mess of my living room floor. My basement unfortunately does not enough lighting to make videos. So what we're going to do is put this in here. We're going to make sure we try and do this as straight as humanly possible. And the trick to drilling and tapping stuff, number one, is to make sure you have this thing in right. As you can see here, it's not in straight. So we are going to fix that and get back to you here. Sorry. Alright guys, here's the next step. We've put some WD-40 in the hole and also on the drill and tap. There's a tap here, I'm sorry. A little more. That helps it cut. So what we're going to do here now is we are going to actually tap the hole, which is to thread it. And hopefully we don't screw this up too bad. Now the trick to doing this is if you feel it binding up, you've got to stop and reverse, because you can break the tap. So if you do feel like it's starting to get too tough to turn, just back it out, blow out the chips out of the hole, and start it over. This is cutting real smooth. I'm guessing it's because the tube is aluminum. So we're going to back it up a little bit just to be certain, because the chips can really screw it up. So we're going to back it out, blow it out, and run it through again. I'm going to put a little more WD-40 on that. And we're going to give this another try. It should go in pretty easy where it's already threaded, which it is. Make sure. We are through. That's it. Alright guys, if we can get this thing to focus, we're moving on to the last step. This thing does not like me. Let's just zoom out. Alright, so I tested this out a little bit, and the hole is not perfectly centered. And there you go. There's your, your four. I warned you, if you don't do this, if you don't do this in a vise, you take a lot of risk. And of course, so it's not perfectly centered. I'm not sure if that's going to affect the bipod, how bad it is, until I actually get a bipod on it to test. But you know what? If it doesn't work, oh well, I tried. Maybe I'll bring it to a gun shop and have a gunsmith see if they can fix it. But if not, I'll live with it. But it's my amateur job, and it goes to show you, you may not get it perfect, especially if you're doing it with hand tools and whatnot. So we're going to take a little blue Loctite and put this on the threads. do this on camera. Little blue Loctite on the threads of that. I'm going to wipe off the excess, and we are going to put that in. Make sure we don't cross thread it. And to tighten it down that last little bit, we're just going to take an Allen head and put that through. Alright, there it is. It is installed. It's a little bit cockeyed, but you know, we're going to have to deal with it. That's gunsmithing at home. Once again, guys, don't do this stuff to your guns unless you're 100% certain you can do it safely. You can kill not only yourself, but someone else. Hope you enjoyed.